Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole flock of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Mosai, not Mosai, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshua, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shah. So we got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rikah, Kodash. That belongs to the apostles and the bishops and elders of great millstone who well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all Israel, ready accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim, pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Akwal who are listening and learning. If your sisters who are listening and learning. Coming at you on the lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification. The daily edification, no, the Saturday edification, Lord willing to be edifying. So I titled this lesson, actually, from gold and silver, actually I was going to change that to from gold and silver to fiat to cashless. So from gold and silver to fiat to the sea hip. And this is an article I saw the brother Bayan Yasha Allah. He did a lesson on this week on this article. So I'm gonna read the article and just get a couple precepts. It reads it's a Project Icebreaker. Project Icebreaker. So it's at the beginning of a one world digital currency system. Now I say there has been extensive discussions in the past couple of years within alternative media circles about the dangers of central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, a currency framework very similar to blockchain-based products like Bitcoin, but directly controlled by central banks. And we know it's directly controlled by central banks. And we know this is mentioning the elites. It's a threat that some analysts, including myself, have been writing about for more than a decade. So it's good to finally see the issue being addressed more in the mainstream. The Orwellian nature of CBDCs cannot be overstated. In a cashless society, most people would be dependent on digital products for exchanging goods and labor. Because of all small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark, right? That they might, let's read it. Let's just read it. And all these people that's mentioning, hey, the Sea Hip is mainstream media, man. So real quick, in Revelations 17, because again, it's the Orwellian nature, CBDCs cannot be overstated. In a cashless society, most people would be dependent on private. So in Revelation 13 and 16, it reads, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man may be able to buy, that no man might buy or sell, say he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So again, it say, in the cashless society, most people would be dependent on digital products for exchanging goods and labor. Okay? No man might buy or sell. See? You say, and this would, of course, mean the end of all privacy in trade. in trade, buy or sell. Everything you buy or sell or work for in your life would be recorded. You see, everything you buy or sell or work for in your life and this lack, it's saying this lack of anonymity used to to strive for your freedoms in the future. Hold on. Just look up this word strifle real quick. Strifle. Hold on. Strifle. No. Okay, I'm spelling it wrong. Salakia. Stifl. Salakia, let's play it here. Stifle. I said strifle. Salakia. Stifle. It's a make someone unable to breathe properly, suffocate. It's a suffocate, choke, smother, airless, suffocating, oppressive, close, muggy, sticky. Oppressive is a word. It got suffer. It got suffocate. So it's a and this lack of anonymity could be used to stifle your freedoms in the future, which means to suffocate. Or it's one of the words for stifle is oppressive. That's heavy. Hey, it's for examples. Say you like to eat steak. They want to track you, man. It said they determine by your purchase history, which they have full access to often. it's, it's madness, man. It's say which red meat ain't good to eat anyway. Retro carbon tax on your past purchases of red meat. Not only that, but your insurance company indicating that you are a medical risk and they cut off your health coverage. It's madness, man. It's a products you consume and services you use can be tracked to create a psychological profile on you. Oh, I want to say Salakia too, because yesterday I was fired up, man, in the lesson, and I had my battery charger right there next to the phone, and I didn't plug it up. So my phone stopped. My battery died. I ain't realized I didn't plug my phone up yesterday when I was doing a lesson yesterday when I was downtown. So it's a lucky for that. But it's a spirit though, because when the camera went off, I had maybe like 15 minutes left on my meter because you only put 2 hours in the meter, $2 for 2 hours in the meter. So my meter time was up. So I guess that was the Lord telling me to shut it down. So my camera went out because I ain't plugged my charger up. So Salakia for that. Salakia. So again, it's a products you consume and services you can use can be tracked to create psychological profile on you. Then factor in determining your social credit score, just as CCP authorities do in China today. Right? They got all face recognition in China, man. Over 3 million cameras they got. It's a maybe you use to purchase an annual mRNA booster shot, and the tracking algorithm makes a note of this. Now you are under suspicion for being anti-vax and your social credit score plummets, cutting you off from various public venues. Maybe you are even fired from your job. In the worst case scenario, though economic access is the greatest oppressive tool, which it is, it's an economic access. So, going back to Revelation 13, you're going to be able to buy or sell. Okay, say, though economic access is the greatest oppressive tool, with CBDCs in place and no physical cash in existence, your savings will never be truly yours, and you will never be able to hold your purchasing power in your hands. The means of exchange will be bottlenecked by the banks, and governments will have the option to freeze your ability to transact. If one day you get angry about a particular government policy and openly call the system corrupt on social media, they can simply shut off your option to transfer your digital money to others until you submit or die. Ooh, and one of the words when they say you should be killed, it means to be opted out, man. You ain't gonna be able to get no goods and services. That word killed in Revelation. It's a CBCDs is CBDCs, Salaka, CBDCs give establishment officials the leverage to starve their political opponents. To what? To starve their political opponents with algorithmic precisions. Wow. It would be a new world of tech technocratic oppression. Technocratic oppression. It's important to understand that central banks are moving at breakneck speed to develop. We know that they're running out of time. It's not a matter of experimentation. They already have these systems ready to implement. We already know this. The apostles been telling this for decades. It's already ready to go. The Federal Reserve's intermediate step towards instituting CBDCs in the near term. In my investigations of various came across an interesting program called Project Icebreaker, being run by the Bank for International Settlements. BIS is called Bank for International Settlements. For those not aware, the BIS is a globalist institution with a Kazakhstan is the policy making hub for most of the central banks in the world. If you ever wonder how it was possible for so many national central banks to operate in tandem with each other instead of acting in the interests of the countries they reside in, the BIS is the answer. In other words, organizations like the Federal Reserve are not they are loyal to the dictates of the BIS. What it takes, they lead of the movement towards the adoption of CBDCs. They have been funding a vast project and refine CBDC technology. And as of this year, they estimate that 81 bank in the midst of introducing digital currency systems. Project Iceberg is particular grabbed my attention for the describes the project for clearinghouse for retail CBDCs. CBDCs are digital currencies used by the regular public, enabling it to be traded from country to country quickly and efficiently. This is accomplished using the Icebreaker Hub, a BIS, a BIS control mechanism which facilitates data transfers for any array of transactions while connecting banks to other banks. Investigations further, I realized that the Icebreaker Hub, in theory, functions almost exactly like the SWIFT payment system used currently by governments and international banks. More than 10,000 financial institutions in 212 different countries use the SWIFT network to transfer funds overseas for their clients. It is an incredible centralization bottleneck that gives its shareholders considerable power. As a point of reference, after the start of the war between Ukraine and Russia, the explosion, Salakia, get rid of this. The explosion of Russia, the explosion of Russia from the SWIFT network was used as a weapon in an attempt to crash the Russian economy. Russia has found ways around using SWIFT because of their trade relations with major economies like China and India, but some damage has seen been done to their financial structure. Considering this, however, what if all monetary transactions were centralized through CBDCs and the BIS controlled the hub in which all retail CBDCs are exchanged globally? This is what Icebreaker is. So you see it, man. Let me see. So we here, man. Let me see what they say. It's a does total global financial civilization centralization would be achieved, and once you have one world currency, a completely centralized and micromanaged global economy, and the most vital trade systems in the world controlled by a tiny handful of faceless, unelected bureau bureaucrats, bureau yeah cratices. When they why they have nations at all, global government would be the next and final step. Hmm, we here, man. He said I could see the nightmare play out when I look at project like Icebreaker. They are seemingly, let me look up this word. Let me see what this say. Salakia. This is let's see here. Let's look at this word. Word ain't never seen before. So might as well. Let's look it up together. Innocuous. Innocuous. It's a not harmful or offensive. Yeah, all right. Oh, it's a harmless, safe, non-toxic, innocent, wholesome, eatable. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Hey, that's why I tell you Ciroc 16, man. Hey, they cause them that being idle with things offered to idols, man. They talking about harmless, safe, non-toxic, innocent, wholesome, unobjectable, unexceptionable, peaceful, gentle. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. So the brother again, the brother Bayan Yashala posted this. This devil say, let's see what he's saying. Let's run this back.
real estate and utilities. Mark the the end of monetary policy illustrate how staggering resurgence of
Okay. So, yeah, man, you see it. Project Icebreaker, the beginning of a one world digital currency, man. Is where we at. Revelations 13, man. Brother say, Shalom to all the Akim and Walk tuning in. Y'all by Shema Shabaraka Thumb. GMS for Alice Ray Gate. That's the code name as well. Icebreaker. Meet your new W order. Right. Right, man. It's heavy, man. Yeah. And that, hey, it said they should not be able to. Hey, that's crazy. Let me read. Hold on. Let me go back to this. Because it said plainly, man. It said that you either gonna. Let me go back to it. Right here, it say the means of exchange will be bottlenecked by the banks, and government will have the option to freeze your ability to transact. If one day you get angry about the particular government policy and openly call the system corrupt on social media, they can simply shut off your option to transfer your digital money to others until you submit or die. Hey, and these devils putting it right in your face, man. It's right in Jake's face, and they still won't believe it, man. It's crazy, man. So, which we know most gonna take it. So real quick, this is Exodus 21 in verse 5. It reads, and if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master and my wife and my children, I will not go out free. Then his master shall bring him unto the judges, and he shall also bring him into the door, or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. And these elites know this, man. That's why when you go to this word karagma, right? Karax. Let me get it here. It tell you that for the word, let's look it up real quick. That these elites and they know about this, man. They know about this. So we're gonna get this word marked real quick here. And these devils know about this, man. They know about the law that the Lord got dealing with this. So this is the word.
Strong's G 5480. Harakba. Harakba.
It's a I'm looking for the one. Hold on. Let me go to this. Salakia. Bear with me for a moment here. Oh, Salakia. Wrong one. Let me go to verse 18, right? When you go to 18, when they say the number 666, right? G4742. It say, let me click it here.
Strong's G 4742. Stigma. Stigma.
It say mark pricked in or branded upon the body to ancient Oriental usage, which is what I just read in Exodus 21. See, they know about this, man. They know about this. A mark pricked in or branded upon the body. And even when you brand it, even when cows get branded, it goes into their skin, man. Okay? Even when you brand something, it still burns into your skin. It's a mark pricked in or branded upon the body to ancient Oriental usage. Slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander, which I just read in Exodus 21. And they at least know about this, man. It say to ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name of the order stamp of their master, or commanded branded or pricked, cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belong to. What is it, Acts 21? I love my master and I will not go out free. It say, and there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their gods. And if you do this, you send it the so-called white man is your God. This is plain. It's a stick, prick, a mark, incised, or punch for recognition of ownership. Okay? So, let's go back to this now. When you go back to the word mark, right? Let's go back to this. I want to get this real quick. The word mark. G5480. So you go to that, you go to Karox.
Strong's G 5482. Charax. Charax.
Say pale or stake, a palisade, right? Sharpened to a point through idea of scratching, a stake, right? When you go to this word, when you go into this, and you go to the strong definition, G1125, the word is
Strong's G 1125. Grapho. Grapho.
it said to write, okay? To write, man. Letters on a tablet, parchment paper, or other material. To write, man. Writing describe, man. It said to grave. And this is, hey, everything that you got gonna be into the C hip, man. Your history, your medical history, your money, right? Everything about you is gonna be written into this C hip, man. To write with references to the form of letters, okay? To express in written characters, to commit to writing things not to be forgotten, write down record, right? So, and what these devils doing, they went from having these big, humongous computers. Now everything goes into these little C hips, man. And I was mentioning in a lesson I did about a month ago that your SIM cards, man. If your phone don't hold that much data, right? If you download music or whatever, videos, then you can get a little SIM card, 2, 3 gig SIM card, right? With the little gigabytes, and you can put it in. You got more room to record, to have to store. So this is a to write to one by writing in a written epistle to give information directions to fill with writing. It's a to express in written character, to commit to writing things not to be forgotten, write down, record a record. See, that's what the grapho is, man. And in the chip, everything gonna be in the chip, man. Can't make this up, man. So yeah. So again, to watch that brother for this article, man. This is heavy, brother Beyond Yashala. Heavy, man. And this is GMS Virgin Island Straight Gate. Hey, Shalom to all you beautiful brothers, man. Y'all beautiful Akim and Akwaf, y'all about Shema Shah Brakathum. It say Joshua 24:15. It reads, and if it seem evil unto you to serve Yahweh Shema Shah, choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you dwell, which is the land of Jerusalem today. But as for me and my house, we will serve Yahweh Shema Shah. Period. Oh, there's another precept. Let me get this. in Second Chronicles, what was that, 15. Hey, cause we made a covenant with the Lord, man. It's Second Chronicles 15 and 12. And they entered into a covenant to seek the Lord, Yahweh, power of their fathers, with all their heart and with all their soul, that whosoever would not seek Yahweh, power of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. And when you go to Ezekiel 9, what the Lord say? Ezekiel 9 in verse 6, the Lord say, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is this mark, which is the Tawah, exempt from judgment, and begin in my sanctuary, and they begin the ancient men which are before the house. So, hey, whom you gonna serve? Hey, we gonna serve you. How about Shema Shai, man? Brother said YouTube has been tearing my channel, no notifications. Hey, that's what they do, man. They got 10,000 plus people, they say, that sit over there and watch. That's what they do, man. I ain't hey, the water for the compliment, brother, but I ain't an elder, man. I'm just a young brother trying to feed the sheep sound doctrine, brother. Hey, so yeah, that's all. Oh, matter of fact, a couple more precepts I'm gonna read. The water for the compliment, brother, but I ain't an elder. There's First Timothy 6 and 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. When you read that word pierce, it goes into the same thing as say about the carotid, man. Okay, into your skin. This is another one, Isaiah 36 and 6. Both of these words, pierce, mean to go into your skin, man. Isaiah 36 and 6. Lo, thou trusting in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. And when you in 1 Timothy 6 and 10, it said, for the love of money. What did the devil do? The devil told us to chase that bag, man. Right? You get the bag first, and you can get the house and the bank account, the car, the woman, and the kids. What the Lord said in Matthew 6 and 33, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, and everything else will be added. See, this devil is opposite of the Lord, man. As it tell you in 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. What the Lord say, don't worry about that, man. And when you're reading in 2nd Ezra 14, right? It say, cast away the burdens of man. What's the burdens of man? The bag, get the money. It's all about the money here, man. And see, that's what the devil promote to you. So, and everything is done through conditioning and gradualism. The problem, reaction, solution, man. They've been pushing this for years. So when they say, "Oh yeah, this is we transferring to this," and people gonna say, "Okay, well we gotta go with that then." That's the way the system going. No, man. That's why I say that those, hey, the hopeful elect ain't going, man. As it said in the article, you either gonna submit or die. Well, the scriptures say that. Let me get it here in Revelation. I was just going into the other week, man. In Revelation, let's go back to it. It say it's Revelation 13 and 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, which is the system that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed, right? And it's speaking how the what is the beast that had the two horns like a lamb but spake as a dragon, the Democrats and the Republicans, the Congress, the Senate, okay, the system. So that word killed, let's go to it again, man.
Strong's G 2443. Hina. Hina.
So you got it say that in order that so that you follow these ways. Let's get this word. It say because I remember the elder Yasha woman had mentioned this. It ain't talking about being physically killed, right? It's be cast out. I say only significant, renderings others than the counted. So if you ain't counted, that means you're gonna be opted out. Right here, a strong definition say sometimes to be supplied at others omitted. So when you go to this word omitted, let me get it here. This word omitted, get the definition. Omit. They say similar words, leave out, exclude, shut out, leave off, okay? Delete, cut, erase, eliminate, pass over, expunge. So these ones, so when they say that they should be killed, hey, it ain't talking about you getting put to death, man. It's talking about you. Now, some gonna have to take flight, get put to death. Now let's prove that in 2 Corinthians 4. But many gonna be like the movie on Demolition Man. In 2 Corinthians 4, this word perplex, right? Let's get this word perplex. This is the word perplex in 2 Corinthians 4:8.
Strong's G 639. Apareo. Apareo.
So this is what the elites think. This is what they think going to happen to those that don't take it. It say to be without resources, to be in straits, to be left wanting, to be embarrassed, to be in doubt, not to know which way to turn, to be at a loss with oneself, be in doubt, not to know how to decide or what to do, to be perplexed. Strong definitions say to have no way out, be at loss mentally, doubt, be perplexed. See, that's going to be for the 2/3. Because it say right here in 2 Corinthians 4:8, it said, we are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed. Because the Lord said in Isaiah, so these devils is pushing hard, man. But the scriptures say, hey, they shall not deceive the elect, man. Because the elect is not ignorant of Satan devices. This is Isaiah 65:13. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, my servants shall eat. Those that say, the Lord is our, hey, my master is Yahweh Shema Shah. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. My servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. When you go to Luke chapter 6 and 20, it reads, and he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. And that's what these devils going to do when you don't take the sea hill. It say, verse 24, verse 23, rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in like manner did they fall unto the prophets. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. See, woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. See, so in that time, in Jacob's trouble, the elect say, the Lord said they're going to be singing for joy, but the heathens and 2/3 is going to be crying, man. Hey, so Lord was edifying. Gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rikah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the bishops and elders of great millstone who teach well, whether the apostles and elders of all Israel already can accept it or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the full winds of the earth, the entire world shedding light to the whole elect. Hey, and shalom to the Akwath who are listening and learning. If you sisters are listening and learning. The brother Bayon Yashala put this up Ostracize, exclude someone from a society or group. Beautiful, bro. Yep, yep. There it is, man. So, as Elder Yashwama had mentioned a while ago, that word it say that you shall be killed. No, you're gonna be excluded, man. You ain't gonna have no resources. Well, we don't need your resources, man. We don't need the validation of the so-called white man anymore, man. We don't need it, man. We don't need his validation, man. Hey, so the for tuning in. May you help out your mother shall continue to bless you in your houses. Stay prayed up. I want to say again, so like it for yesterday. I was heavy in the spirit and I was doing that lesson, and I forgot to plug up my phone, so my phone had died, man. So anyway, so like it for that. But yeah, shalom, wa abba.